of the Superhuman Registration Act
Let's
earlier
do
this
this.
week, superheroes around the country are being forced to choose a side. Do they register with the government to uphold the law, or become part of an underground resistance movement? So far...
Can you believe this is really going down? The act kicks in at midnight, but word is S.H.I.E.L.D's gonna be here sooner than that, taking signatures. Or prisoners. I want to talk to Cage about it, but he's too busy arguing with Mr. Fantastic over there. Maybe you can break into their little powwow and get some sense out of them.
Hope things don't get out of hand.
Understand your skepticism, Luke, but you have to believe me. I've crunched the numbers, and we absolutely can't rebel against the government on this. If we do, the consequences...
Can't be any worse than burning the Constitution.
You're exaggerating. This is a temporary measure. Once things settle down...
I ain't buying it, Reed. And I can't believe somebody as brainy as you would.
Oh, hello. Good timing. Perhaps you can talk some sense into Mr. Cage here. He and Iron Fist seem determined to get arrested.
He's the one who needs a reality check. But good luck getting anywhere with that.
You have reached them. New York Senator Lieber decried the recent passage of the Registration Act today, citing his rescue by a team of superheroes just before the Stanford incident.
Hey, good times, huh?
Well, that's trying to get there.
I can. The government's always wanted to take us down a peg. Now they see their chance. But Cap showed us what we need to do. If we had time, I'd tell you some stories about S.H.I.E.L.D.
So
Just
again?
trust me. World peace isn't at the top of their priority list. Between you and me, I hope so. I have no intention of registering. And we're gonna need a leader. Open your eyes. Powerful people are using a tragedy to take over. Cap
Yeah, that's
sees
true.
that. If you
I
had
know when
any
that happens.
sense, you'd see it too. Look, personal freedom is what Cap's fighting for. This is your choice to make. I know which way I'm going. Hopefully you do too.
Yeah, I'm going inside. I already went pro.
Are you sure you can get us to Cap without leading them right to him?
Got it covered. You just stick with me.
But what about the rest? How can we convince...
They're gonna have to make their own choice. Stark, Richards, and Songbird are obviously a lost cause. But maybe. Well, speak of the devil. So you folks made up your minds
Another
yet?
3.
From what I hear, they ain't gonna give you much more time to sit on the fence. I ain't no government puppet, and I assume you feel the same way. There are worse things you could do than risk jail time to do the right thing. If you're scared, feel free to do what you're told. Just don't call yourself a hero anymore. Cap in charge, as long as it takes. Cap took out a squad of those losers without breaking a sweat. I bet you could do the same. Anyway, think it over. But like I said, you better hurry up.
Act going into effect, the grim work of identifying all the Stanford victims continues. An official list of confirmed dead is not expected to be completed for weeks.
Hey, you come to a decision yet? For now, yeah, it is. Stanford would never have happened if superheroes had proper oversight.
That's not...
Cap threw any chance of peace away when he put those S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in the hospital. No one's got a better reason to be paranoid than I do. And I'm telling you, this is the way it's gotta go. Let's not start playing what if. What happened, happened. All we can do now is try
See,
to
I
make
hate
sure
when
it
people do
doesn't
that.
happen again.
We can't play what if.
I can't
Shut
make
up.
the decision for you. Just remember,
Like, the whole
we're
point
supposed to
of this
protect
happening is so it doesn't
Signing up
happen
for training
again.
and
But
accountability
it's
is
like,
the best
do
way
you
to do
think
that.
we would be better? Like, do you trust the government with, like, superheroes? Fuck no.
And so, in a worst-case scenario, we'd find ourselves in the equivalent of a superpowered civil war.
Heroes so busy fighting each other, the criminals get a free pass.
Exactly. That's where you and the Thunderbolts would come in, Melissa. We need you to help S.H.I.E.L.D. keep crime under control while we focus on... Oh, hello again. Hello, Susan. I'm glad to see you're not going off half-cocked like Luke, Danny, and Eli over there seem to be. We need cooler heads to prevail at a time like this.
Oh.
There's morality and there's practicality. I may have personal issues with the act, but I also have hard evidence that if we rebel against it, the entire world's future will be imperiled. So, there's really only one sane choice here. Very good. When S.H.I.E.L.D. shows up, they'll have the paperwork ready for you. Just do what they say.
What you have to say about this historic event.
I'm not sure that's been determined. Incarceration, most likely. Those who violently resist might accidentally be harmed. Of course it isn't Sue. But anyone who openly resists law enforcement should know the risk they're taking. Now please, I'm surprised to see you're even considering joining those rebels. Stay with us. I need you.
You pyro.
Hello, Johnny. I'm glad to see you're not going off half-cocked like Luke, Danny, and Eli over there seem to be. We need cooler heads to prevail at a time like this. There's morality and there's...
I'm out of here. Thanks, Reed.
I may have personal issues with the act, but I also have hard evidence that if we rebel against it, the entire world's future will be imperiled. So, there's really only one sane choice here. Well then, as relatives, shouldn't we be on the same side? I'm not sure that's been determined. Incarceration, most likely. Those who violently resist might accidentally be harmed. Of course not. But anyone who openly resists law enforcement should know the risk they're taking. I'm sorry, I can't discuss this indefinitely with you. I hope you make the intelligent choice here. I'm glad to see you're not going off half-cocked like Luke, Danny, and Eli over there seem to be. We need cooler heads to prevail at a time like this. There's morality and there's practicality. I may have personal issues with the act, but I also have hard evidence that if we rebel against it, the entire world's future will be imperiled. So, there's really only one sane choice here. I'm not saying the SRA is evil, but going down a path we know leads to disaster would certainly be irresponsible and foolish.
Hold up, guys.
I'm not sure that's been determined. Incarceration, most likely. Those who violently resist might accidentally be harmed. I'm not in charge of that, of course, but that's what I'm hearing. Not a pleasant thought. I wish I could spend more time with you, but unfortunately, there's a lot to do. Talk to you soon.
Huh.
Warning.
Here I am.
Security upgrades are complete. As of midnight,
The acting commander will be here any minute. Look sharp.
All superhumans, the Registration Act is in effect. You are now required to meet with Commander Hill and register your identity with S.H.I.E.L.D.
Hold up. Ooh. Ooh. Yikes.
I'm glad to see you're willing to meet with me on civil terms. Once you register, I'm sure we'll have a productive relationship. The paperwork is right here. Step up and sign, please. Because it's the law, and because if you don't, we'll drop you so fast your super little heads will spin. So, what's it gonna be, heroes? Just sign up here and you'll be bona fide law enforcement agents. You're
I
not
already
looking to
signed,
start
though.
trouble, are you?
I'm not doing this again. I'm fighting.
One more stunt like that and there'll be hell to pay.
Fuck you.
You should know better than to go up against a real hero.
I could care less about you, Richards. But assuming your husband has a heart, I'll bet you just broke it.
I'm Reed's wife, not his slave. He made his choice, and now I've made mine.
Don't worry, kid. He'll bounce back from this. Songbird will be fine too. You made the right choice. I knew you would. Now let's get the hell out of here before we got more of these lackeys to deal with.
Welcome to the Resistance. It's good to see there's still heroes like us willing to stand up for what's right. It's also encouraging to see a significant number of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents defecting to our side. They call themselves the White Star, apparently in my honor. I can't tell you we're in for an easy time, though. Stark and S.H.I.E.L.D. have advanced technology and almost unlimited resources at their disposal.
Yeah, but none of that matters. What we got is more important.
Yes, we have the moral high ground. We know we're in the right.
Like a fucking Obi-Wan?
Convince the public to repeal that law by remaining steadfast, and by showing everyone what it really means to be a hero.
We got a lot of operations in the works, so you can count on being asked to help out real soon.
Meantime, feel free to explore our command bunker. This abandoned Hydra storage facility is no Stark Tower, I know, but it'll hold up if S.H.I.E.L.D. comes knocking.
We won't win this thing holed up in here. Head over to the briefing station when you're ready for your first mission.
Alright. Save the game. Let's go.